I mean, we're talking about a graduation here, and that's kind of the feel of it. This is a ceremony, a sacred ceremony in the recent past, calling in a new name. And this is a graduation. And if you think literally about, if you think about a literal graduation, it is a ceremony, right? And it is a moving from one phase of your life or one phase of development to the next. So there's something like this happening for you because now we're in the progression from past, present, into the future. Hey Aries, welcome to your general tarot reading for February 2021. Thank you so much for joining me here. If it's your first time, my name's Amanda. I'm at Luna Sync Tarot. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. If this reading resonates, hit the like button and also consider subscribing to my channel. I do love readings and general tarot readings for each sign for each month. If you're interested in a personal tarot reading, there is information about that below in the description box. I've been shuffling your cards off camera, so let's split the deck 3 ways and let's sync up. Okay, in the position of your heart, we have the World. Ooh, great, wonderful. Are you feeling sort of elated about some sort of elevation or graduation, moving from one cycle to the next, one phase of development to the next? Let me get rid of this. This is in the position of your heart, how you're feeling about it, but also the present moment. So there's some sort of graduation, some sort of feeling of victory, like, yes, I did it. I achieved this thing and now I can move on. It's like more tools in your toolbox. It's sort of integrating all of the experiences and the information from the past and moving forward with all that information available to you. So that's in the position of your heart. In the position of what you think about it all, we have the Sun of Discs. And boy, this card comes out a lot this month. You are very focused, very singular in your vision, singular in your thoughts. Like it's just very distilled. It's very concentrated. It's very, very focused. Which is a wonderful. This is a wonderful card to have in the position of your mind and what you think about it all, because it's just very clear cut, very focused. You have something on your mind, like a goal, an objective that you want to achieve, that you're pursuing at this moment, and your path is clear cut. In the position of your foundation, what you think about it all, we have the Hierophant. This is relying on your own. Did I say what you think about it all? In the position of your foundation and your body, we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is relying on your own inner guidance, like your own inner compass, especially where it comes to spirituality, where it comes to your intuition. This is like the inner God, the inner goddess, the inner guidance, your inner voice. And this is in the position of your foundation. So the entire reading sits upon your inner voice, your inner wisdom. You could be sharing this inner wisdom, like sharing your truth, your wisdom with the world in some way. I mean, the Hierophant is a spiritual leader. So you could be stepping into a role like that in some way. In the past, we have the Daughter of Discs. Interesting. You might have taken a time out to sort of ceremonialize something. This could have been actually, I mean, we're talking about a graduation here, and that's kind of the feel of it. This is a ceremony, a sacred ceremony in the recent past, calling in a new name. And this is a graduation. And if you think literally about, if you think about a literal graduation, it is a ceremony, right? And it is a moving from one phase of your life or one phase of development to the next. So there's something like this happening for you because now we're in the progression from past, present, into the future, which is, ooh, the Four of Cups. This is taking a time out, again, sort of receding. Look how she's dipping her, she's not dipping, she's wading through these shallow waters inside of this contained space. in the near future. There's a processing, an emotional processing that's coming for you in the near future, having to do with this thing that you just went through that has to do with calling in a new name, moving from one phase of development to the next. And then there's an emotional processing, a creation of some sort of space where you can process some of what you've been through, how you feel about it. Very focused. You have a target in mind. You have an objective, you have a goal, and you are very focused on it. This is in the position of your mind, what you think about it all. You are determined to hit your mark. And in the foundation or in the position of your body, we have this reliance on your inner guidance system. Also potentially sharing that with others, like helping others somehow through the sharing of your own inner truth. Okay, so let's clarify some of this, shall we? What is this ceremony in the past, this creation of a space so that you can call in a new name, this ritual, this graduation? What is this all about? Tell me more about that. I mean, it feels like a victory to me. It feels like an achievement. I wonder if it feels that way for you. Page of Wands. Has to do with some sort of study. Could have literally been a graduation from some sort of academy, university, certification of some sort. You're very passionate about it. It is your passion. I wonder if you're evolving from the page/apprentice energy or phase of development into the knight, which is one of the suns or the knights of taking action. You're like implementing what you've learned. Tell me more about this study. Strength. Ooh, wow. Gentle strength. Taming. It's like allowing you to tame some of your baser instincts. And again, this is an emotional evolution. It's like there's two sides of yourself represented by the lion and also by the maiden. The maiden is the gentle force. The lion is the aggressive force. The maiden befriends the aggressive force. It's like the maiden inside of you, the gentle force inside of you, is befriending the more aggressive nature or tendencies. This is light and dark. Becoming aware of your shadow sides, your shadow aspects, and befriending your shadow aspects. And in doing so, gaining control over them. And not in a sort of a power over way, but like that awareness, that befriending. It's about an integration. It's not about a control over, it's about the awareness and the befriending of those shadow aspects lends to an integration. The world is about integrating everything that's come before, all of your experiences, all of the knowledge, distilling that knowledge into wisdom and moving from one phase of development to the next. Moving from the page energy to the knight energy, from learning about something that you might feel very passionate about to actually taking action around it, implementing the learning. And it's making you strong. It's allowing for this integration within yourself and getting you in touch with your inner God, your inner goddess, your inner wisdom, your inner truth. There could be a sharing of this with the world in some way. What is this timeout, emotional timeout, the Four of Cups energy about? We have the King of Pentacles that fell out. I'm just going to show it to you. I don't like cards that fall out right when I pick up the deck, so I'm going to shuffle a little bit. But the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very grounded, a personality who's in a position of authority or leadership. Could be somebody that's influencing you where this sort of emotional processing is concerned. Could be a counselor, a father figure of some sort. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune in reverse and Six of Swords. It's allowing you this emotional processing. We have this progression from past to future, which is in the past and the present is some sort of graduation, integration, elevation, moving from one phase of development to the next. And then in the near future, we have this Four of Cups, which is creating a space to wade through your emotions, to process your emotions. And I asked to clarify this card, the Four of Cups, and what we got was this Six of Swords. There is a moving on, and there is change happening. It might feel, I'm saying this because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, there may still be some resistance around the change that is what you're actually processing, because this is in the reverse here. It's happening. You can't stop the Wheel of Fortune. You can't stop the change that comes with the Wheel of Fortune. It's fated. It's happening. But there may be some resistance or unwillingness to acknowledge it in some way. It does involve moving from one place to another. And this particular card, the Six of Swords, speaks to moving from troubled waters to calmer waters. So moving on from something that may have been painful toward, a more peaceful place. But you're still in the boat, and you're still in mourning. It's like it's good for you, but it still hurts. All right. What is this thing you're focused on? The Son of Discs in the position of your mind. What is this about? What is this goal? It feels like a goal. It feels like a determination. The Sun is very determined. Oh, Six of Pentacles. Career has something to do with career. This thing that you're focused on, it's like the flow of generosity. It's the flow of giving and receiving, and there's a balance there. It's like you want to bring a balance to something that is career-oriented, vocationally oriented. Tell me more about the Son of Discs and the Six of Pentacles. Having many options, many choices, coming out of a time of feeling very burdened. Queen of Pentacles shows up here. Six of Wands. This is a situation that you felt unrecognized. You felt a lack of achievement, a lack of victory. It did not bring you emotional satisfaction or contentment. Do you feel like, this is so awkward. I do feel like this thing that you're focused on, it's like you want to bring balance to this situation here that does feel like a career or vocational aspect of what you're experiencing or your life. There's lack of clarity. There's confusion about what is the right choice to make. And there's a burden here, like carrying a heavy load, wanting to come out of that energy. There may be a woman in your life or a person in your life who's embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy. Mother figure, very grounded, earthy, abundant, home and hearth, very connected to her community. You felt not recognized or unseen inside of this situation. It felt like it was not an achievement, like you didn't achieve the thing that you wanted to achieve, or you weren't recognized for the work that you were doing in some way. And it just left you feeling very discontent. This is all on your mind. Now you want something that brings balance, that is balanced, the flow of give and take, the flow, the energy flow of abundance, of giving and receiving, that back and forth. It's like this infinity sign above her head in the Strength card. It's just an easeful, natural flow. What is the Hierophant in the foundation? We have the Eight of Swords. Really needing to get in touch. This feels like this is something that you did. You were bound up. You couldn't see. You were like oppressed by your own thoughts, anxieties, concerns. And there was I feel like you got in touch with your inner wisdom somehow, your inner truth somehow here in the foundation. It could also be a break, honestly. If we're looking at the Hierophant in reverse, it could be a break from a spiritual practice. The Devil came out. Now that I'm looking at surrounding cards, this is also a possible interpretation or clarifying cards for the Hierophant. It could be a break from a system. Could be a break from a system that was oppressive. Could be a religious system, could be a work system, a company, an organization, a large organization, something that you felt tied to that wasn't serving you. Something that felt very power over, very hierarchical, very stratified, and very oppressive. This is in your foundation. Let's pull a clarifying card for you. A clarifying card, not a clarifying card, sorry, guidance card, Hawk. This is the messenger. Let's read about Hawk. What is called for here is an intuitive ability to discern the message carried within the cry of Hawk. The shrillness of Hawk's call pierces the state of unawareness and asks you to seek the truth. Hawk medicine is a totem that is filled with responsibility because Hawk people see the overall view. Hawk is not like Mouse, who sees everything through a magnifying glass. Hawk medicine people are aware of omens, messages from the spirit, and the color of the calling card you gave them 3 months ago. No detail slips by them unnoticed. If Hawk has circled and landed in your card spread, you are to be aware of signals in your life, so notice and receive them. Hawk may be teaching you to grab an opportunity which is coming your way. On the other hand, Hawk may be bringing you the message that you should circle over your life and examine it from a higher perspective. From this vantage point, you may be able to discern the hazards which bar you from freedom of flight. Remember, Hawk has a keen eye and a bold heart, for Hawk flies close to the light of Grandfather's Sun. That's beautiful. Higher perspective. Take that 60,000-foot view, and that is what's happening here with the world in the present moment. It's almost as if you're moving from one job that was oppressive to you to another that is more balanced, or one phase of development to another that is more balanced. Like that's on your mind, like that balance, that equality, that equanimity, that equal give and take. You know, the scales, that flow of generosity, of abundance and generosity is on your mind. Keep your eyes open for messages, your ears open for messages. Hawk is the messenger. Wow, Aries. I hope this reading served you in some way, and I'm wishing you the best in February. Take good care.